Josie, congratulations on your directorial film debut.
That's right, thank you.
How excited are you for this?
I am beyond excited. What's a word that's better than excited? I don't know, we'll have to make one up.
Very good. Why, this story, obviously 500 years old, but why is it still very relevant today and very timely?
Because it's about two women trying to lead against incredible odds. It's about the sacrifices that they make for power. It's about the cost of that power. It's about people conspiring to bring them down and also conspiring to drive apart their friendship. Tragically, that feels timely.
Joe, tell me about taking on your role, how you prepped and everything.
How did it come about? I mean,
We rehearsed, I guess.
Rehearsed, yeah. We had I was trying to think about when I
unusual.
actually read it initially. But yeah, we had a 2-week rehearsal period, which is quite unusual for filming. It's a bit of a luxury, and then so we all got to, the whole cast were there, the kind of Scots and English, and we got to look at the scenes and talk with the historian who the book is based on, the film was based on.
And we got to do big group rehearsal, and also you got some kind of closer rehearsal with Margot to really talk about that relationship and just, embed some of that emotional life and character history.
And listen also to how you were kind of tonally and visually seeing the whole film. I remember you talking about the Scottish court, which obviously, and the differences between the Scottish and the English, and seeing it on a wider scale, that if you just jump in and don't have that, then you kind of feel more distance and fragmented.
Yeah, and those scenes are very intercut, a lot of those court scenes, so it's really important that you have a sense of what you're going to be cut with.
Right. What did you guys think when you saw Margot in her hair and makeup as Elizabeth? Were you, was...
Well, I worked very closely with the amazing Jenny Shercourt, who is our hair and makeup designer, to work out what that look would be. So we looked at tons of reference, and, we obviously tried out lots of different things with Margot to see how it could work, and that was a very collaborative experience. So it wasn't a surprise to me. What was a shock is, because I spent the majority of my time with Margot as Elizabeth, not with Margot as Margot, I now get slightly confused when I look at Margot and she doesn't look like Elizabeth.
And I was reading that for the one scene that Margot and Saoirse have together, you kept them separate until they shot that one scene. What was the reason?
Yeah, so that day they didn't see each other. In fact, they'd not seen each other in full hair and makeup and in costume until that point where they actually see each other in the film. So although, they knew each other and actually we did some of the court scenes together, we really didn't touch that big scene. We maybe read it once and it was really clear to me they'd done deep prep and they were good to go.
Right.
So what we did on the day was created tension by making sure that it's not until Saoirse rips back that curtain and they look eye to eye that they see each other for the first time.
And I was reading that it was very emotional for them. They started crying and embraced one another.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Yeah,
So,
I mean, everybody started crying. Like, the sort of hardest nut on that set started crying because they were so extraordinary.
Joe, how was it working with this cast?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, particularly my bits with Margot, she's so phenomenally talented. She completely disappears into the role and really becomes unrecognisable in the very best way. So, to still be at a relatively early stage of my career and work with actors like Margot and others, and it's just, it was brilliant.
What do you think audiences are going to enjoy most about the film?
Oh, goodness. I mean, Joe Alwyn's performance.
Of course.
Yeah, that's going to be a big part of it. I actually think what I love about it, because I'm a theatre director and I tended to work in rooms, is that it can have such scale in landscape and also such intimacy, so that it keeps pushing out between the big and the small. And I think it does that emotionally as well. So you have these big epic political moments, but you also have, this beautiful romance between Margot and Joe's character. You have moments of great intimacy and actually great cost and smallness and friendship and, other things that we understand, as well as betrayal, rebellion, destruction, and the big stuff.
Joe, you're also working on another historical drama, right? Harriet, what can you tell me about that?
That is something we're shooting in Richmond, Virginia, and I've got a couple weeks left. It's just a really, really interesting, important, powerful story about an amazing woman. It's also a female director, brilliant woman called Casey Lemons is directing it. Cynthia Erivo plays Harriet, and she's phenomenal.
Oh, she's worked in my theatre. She's incredible.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She did one of the all-female Shakespeares at the Donmar.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's great.